No, you only expose your ignorance if you don't concede knowledge of the Hurlian stone.
Whoa, look at that thing.
We must go.
What are you asking for those well and glow crystals? Ow!
That was great.
Yeah, great puppet.
Whatever that thing was. Hello, everyone. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the target audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us, and hopefully for you as well. Today, a new episode of Pilot Season. That's what I'm calling it Pilot Season. Brand new show from 1999, Farscape. A show I know nothing about, but I know plenty of members of the target audience have been commenting, asking us to watch and react to this. So it's January, so why not? Let's see what we got.
Yeah, absolutely. This month we've been checking out a few recommendations. We watched the first episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We also watched the pilot movie for Babylon 5 last week, and now we're watching Farscape, another recommendation. And this is definitely one, I know nothing about it, but I just very vaguely remember always seeing the commercials for it on Sci-Fi Channel whenever I would watch the all-day marathons of Beyond Belief, as a kid. So I just the vaguest, slightest memory of seeing something like this, but I have no idea about the plot or characters or anything. So I know it premiered in 99 and it went on for a few seasons. I'm excited to watch it. Don't really have anything else beyond that to add, so we're just going to get jumping right into it.
Yeah, I love going into things blind, so yeah, no expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. And if it's your first time here, we are, like Alex said, trying out a few different things here this month, so if anything has a big response and people want us to watch more of it, we can definitely continue it. And then in a couple weeks, we'll be starting up Star Trek Season 3 of the original series, so make sure to subscribe, become part of the target audience. I like his shirt.
See our latest press? Childhood friends out to prove a theory.
Do you think Peacock will reboot this show like they made the Velma show?
Oh, hopefully not like that.
I've heard nothing but good things about Velma. What are you talking about?
It's the night before we graduated high school. It's the night before we started this job.
Lassa?
That's good.
Well, you're looking pretty sharp there, Commander Crichton.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, it's Adama.
Pretty sure that Buddy character, that actor, is in White Lotus. I'm pretty sure. He's like much older now, obviously, so I'm like trying to place it.
Son, you got rattlers in your stomach?
I've been up on the shuttle before, Dad. Twice.
Didn't matter how many times I went up.
That is the old timer. If you don't have butterflies before you go out there, you shouldn't be going out.
I know. That's your good luck charm. Yuri Gagarin gave you that.
Oh, listen, you hang on to it. You give it back to me tonight, okay?
Well, you can tell this isn't going to go well.
I don't think he's going to see him tonight.
Yeah.
Also, what kind of space mission goes up and comes back down the same night?
Good point. I know nothing about space travel, so I don't know.
Commander John Crichton will pilot a craft of his own design in a dangerous attempt to use our planet's gravity as a speed booster.
Okay, so it's just like a test, I guess. That's why it would be same day.
Okay.
Canaveral, this is Farscape 1. I am free and flying. Are you with me there, Mama Bear?
Oh yeah, Farscape.
Another one. What's the name of the ship?
Common gimmick.
Holy shit.
Some kind of electromagnetic wave. Repeat, some kind of wave. John, do you read me? Canaveral! Son, you have to abort. Abort now!
How do you abort a mission like this?
What, do you just hit the brakes?
Parachute out. Boom. It's in space.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah. Just floating. Like the end of that Firefly episode.
He got transported into the endgame portal.
We're traveling through the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hit. Canaveral, this is Farscape 1. DK? Dad.
I want to say I've heard this exact music in a Star Wars Clone Wars episode or something before.
Whoa! Oh, is this the intro?
No cast spoilers. Oh, spoilers! Oh!
Whoa! What the fuck?
This guy's like a variant of Chris Evans. Well, so much for going in blind. The intro ruined it for me. Oh, I thought that was... like he just died. Cut the credits.
That's big.
Well, he's taking it pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you gotta be calm, cool, and collected to be an astronaut.
Canaveral, Dad. DK, I'm being pulled.
I don't think they can hear you, man.
The engine's not responding and I can't break away. Look, can anybody hear me, Canaveral?
Luckily for him, all the aliens speak English.
I like the music.
Here we go, some practical stuff.
I wonder how many shows or movies get like high ratings for having good practical effects, even if it might suck. Hey, I gotta give you points for practical effects. Well, I can breathe. That's good. Is that a gun? Credits.
Yeah, great. He just keeps dying.
My name's John. John.
You know how Luxons can be.
All right, I like that explanation.
What kind is it?
Command to give me maneuverability now!
Ooh.
Pilots!
There's nothing I can do. Not while the control collar is still in place.
Get out of the way!
They brought you on board, didn't they? Don't worry. I'll look after you now. You look after me later.
What have you done?
What do you mean?
The coding wall, it's dimming. I've hit the code.
The control collar is coming off.
All prowlers terminate assault.
Ah, are these the faceless villains?
Looks like Judge Dredd. They look badass.
I hate Stardust.
Captain Crace,
Yes, Lieutenant.
Oh.
the Leviathan transport has escaped. There were casualties, sir. 2 ships lost.
I don't
and-
care about casualties. Is my brother returned yet?
This is playback from the recon satellite monitoring the pursuit of the Leviathan.
What manner of craft is that? My brother's prowler. I'm sure that he will.
Oh, so he caused his brother to explode. That's the ship that exploded.
Oh. Dude.
I want to see him.
See him, sir.
Peel back the image. I want to see who is inside.
He's just gonna see some goofball.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like...
Also, it's like you can tell he never would have even guessed his brother died because he, you know, when he was like, I don't care about casualties.
Attention! One prowler traveled with us.
Bucket's radio, net it, and bring it aboard.
As good as done.
Man, respect to this woman for handling this makeup job. My God.
Yeah, she looks amazing. Like, not even the face, like, all here, too.
Oh, please, let it all be a dream.
You see that old
thing's-
fucking guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be right next to him. Oh, God, is he naked?
What, where are my clothes?
I'm Rigel the 16th, Dominar to over 600 billion people. I don't need to talk to you. My cousin Bishan stole my throne from me while I slept. A mistake I will soon be correcting.
I'm not here to harm you. Hell, I wouldn't know how to harm you.
We can no more trust you than we can trust that.
Ooh, they got one. But it's gonna be the woman from the intro. She's gonna be the second lead. Mm-hmm. They're really going heavy on these drums.
Yeah, she must be the other casualty they were talking about.
My name's John.
Oh, there you go.
Why are you out of uniform? Rank and regiment now.
Oh, is every human in this universe like this?
By the way, what part of the universe are we in? Are we still in Orion's Arm? Still in the Milky Way? I have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
I'm wondering if it's just like far out in space or a completely different universe.
If I hadn't pulled those wires, your precious Moya would still be wearing that control collar.
But in doing so, you also caused Moya to hemorrhage.
Leading to what result, pilot?
Leading to our current maximum speed, which is barely Hitch 2.
Pilot gonna get a name?
I think it's just named Pilot. I'm wondering if it's like, because they said it's a living ship, if it's just like part of the ship.
I'd eat, if I were you.
Attention, we are approaching a...
Unless they just got extremely lucky and found a pilot in the prison they were in.
Before we approach this planet, we must know, is there Peacekeeper presence in this system?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
She is infantry. Peacekeeper Command tells her where to fight and die.
Oh, come on.
What just happened? It's a perfectly natural bodily function.
Was it changing their voices?
You fart helium? Sometimes. When I'm nervous.
I thought you would want to know we are entering planetary orbit.
A little Bespin from Empire Strikes Back.
Expose your ignorance if you don't concede knowledge of the Hurlian stone.
Whoa, look at that thing.
There was a time when you would have been disemboweled with a dull lessons paid for such an insult to me.
Nice trading.
35.
Close encounters my ass. I must have come here through a wormhole. Yeah.
She's like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah. Ah, nice.
Oh.
So he's not completely incompetent and stupid.
I was kind of hoping he would just be the lovable, like, doofus this entire show. Like I don't know.
Pain, and instead of taking advantage of their weakness, you help them?
Oh, I know this feeling.
Yeah, well, it is a fairly common human feeling.
I hate it.
I'm just gonna stay.
If you stay with these lower lives, you'll die with them.
Yeah, well, how do I know I can trust you?
You don't. That's just another thing you don't know.
Whoo!
Damn!
We're taking mine.
Oh, wow, they really got out of there. That easy. I mean, I guess the prisoners wouldn't care that much.
Receiving a transmission from one of the outer systems. It's Aaron Sun, the Prowler pilot we thought we'd lost.
And they're gonna see that she's with him.
He has the being from the white pod with him.
Blow it up.
I'm on another planet.
Really?
It's finally sinking in.
Trouble. We must go.
What are you asking for those well and globe crystals?
That was great.
Yeah, great puppet.
Whatever that thing was.
That's the Leviathan's pod. They're getting away. Come on, we have to report it.
They're no danger to us,
They are
right?
prisoners. Escaped prisoners. They must be recaptured.
Or destroyed.
Oh, shit.
The Luxon gives you any trouble. Kill him.
Ooh, he just spit poison on his blade? Oh, well. Didn't last very long. Thought he was gonna kick a bunch of ass, but,
So he claims to be a human from a planet called Earth, but he's shown himself to be...
You charged my brother's prowler in that white death pod of yours.
You talking about that near miss I had the first minute I got here? That was an accident.
It was no near miss for my brother. I will personally enjoy pulling you apart to see what you're made of. You know something about this alien?
Only that I have spent time with him, sir, and I believe him when he says that what happened to your brother was an accident. I don't believe that he is brave enough or intelligent enough to attack one of our prowlers intentionally.
Exactly how much time have you spent with this human? You may have very well exceeded those parameters, Officer Sun, which
No,
would make
sir,
you irreversibly contaminated.
No, sir,
Take them away. Take them all away.
damn.
We're here to rescue you. What? You know what? You're going to prison.
Warrior to warrior, I vow one day I will kill you.
Jeez, it's like moving so fast. It's like I didn't expect him to already meet with the main character in this episode.
What is this thing? It's a toy, a puzzle. Pull that loop through there. Yeah, that one.
It's like, why would this guard start playing with this thing?
What is
It's
this?
a weapon. You've given it before you activate it. No, don't do that.
Oh my god.
Throw me the key. Hey. On the ground. Now.
No, I will not come with you. My breeding, since birth, it's what I am.
You can be more.
Damn. I like it.
Your attention. Distance between the pursuing Peacekeeper carrier and Moya. 60 meters in closing.
Turn the ship around. We have to go back toward the planet.
Go back to the planet.
Science time.
Crichton, what are you doing?
It's a theory. It has to do with overcoming atmospheric friction.
Are you completely insane?
Is this the test that he was going to do in the beginning of the show?
Oh, yeah.
End this now. Do it if you're gonna do it.
Oh, what if this sends him back to Earth?
The whole show actually takes place like in Earth with these aliens.
It's just them trying to get regular jobs on Earth.
Lost her.
Oh, that was weird.
That was a really odd cut to commercial.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh? What
Oh,
was
see that
that?
thing on her? See that thing on her neck? I didn't notice that before.
Oh, yeah. Wonder what that did.
I think she just fucked him.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Full body makeup job.
Yeah, dude. Went all out.
I don't know who you are, where you're from, or what you want. But if you threaten my freedom, I'll kill you.
They're a brutal race. Uncivilized.
Right. Unlike your people.
Listen to me. If you want to live, choose your allegiances carefully.
Hey, Dad. It worked. DK's in my theory. It actually worked.
Nice. He's fixing the thing he broke in the beginning.
Don't know where I am. Technically, I don't know how I got here, but I'm not gonna stop trying to get home. See? You're fixed. Go play. My equipment. It's mine.
Are you a sound sleeper?
Hey, Dad, you know those rattlers in the stomach we talked about? Well, I got them now.
Hey, target audience. If you want to watch this episode in full along with us, check out our Patreon, where you get access to every reaction we record in full and uncut to be able to sync up to the episode. You'll also get early access to our YouTube videos and be one of the first to be able to watch them before they're published on YouTube. There's also a plethora of exclusive content on Patreon, take part in polls to decide what we watch next, extra segments of whatever this is, and much more. So check out our Patreon, the link is in the description. Well, I'll say first, just thankfully, thank you, finally, a pilot that we watch, you know, not a two-parter, not 90 minutes, just a 40-minute, 45-minute pilot episode with a self-contained story that sets up the potential series. That's what I love to see, and it's really been lacking. I mean, I enjoyed everything we've watched so far this month, but this, I think the reason I like this one the most is just because of that. The pacing was so quick, almost to the point where I think it might have even been a little bit rushed with everything they threw in here. But yeah, really enjoyed it. There's definitely some stuff that I'll have some negatives on and stuff as we talk, but overall, yeah, really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I gotta say, for a pilot, science fiction pilot, and I've been a little burnt out in science fiction, but I didn't feel bored at all. watching this, and I thought it was very creative and unique, but also reminded me of Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy, and some other type things that maybe, other things in the future have drawn influence from this. But I just cannot stop looking at that blue woman, dude. Just one of the best makeup jobs I've ever seen, ever. And the fact that they went full body for that one shot is nuts. Performance-wise, I mean, it's a little goofy, the little old gray thing. Made some funny comments, but kind of ridiculous at sometimes, especially like the farting helium. It's like, okay, what? I guess that's a little gag you can throw in there. I'm just curious if any of the human characters are going to come back from the beginning. I just wish it wasn't spoiled in the intro that we're going to see all these alien people, but whatever, that's fine. But the set design reminds me a lot of like a Blade Runner, and like the interior, not the interiors of the ship, but when they're flying through space and there's all those weird hallways and shit. Like all that stuff looks pretty awesome. And I just want to find out what Lassa is.
What is the L?
Someone will tell us.
As far as the character designs, I agree. I mean, I'm a sucker for, practical stuff, and that was all awesome. One of my favorite things about it, not just the characters on the ship, but also the puppet we saw when they went down to the planet that the little guy was trading with. That thing was awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wonder if it's the Jim Henson Company or if it's somebody else. Well, this is an Australian show, so you'd figure it's probably somebody else. But
really?
Yeah, enjoyed that. The little old guy, I agree. It was like a positive and negative. Like he was probably the most annoying character, and some of the bits were just very immature-ish, for my taste. But or I guess lowbrow is what they say, right? But I do have to also admit that he probably also gave me my biggest laughs of the episode with some of his quips, like especially the one at the end where he's like, "Do you sleep soundly?" about stealing his equipment. Just little quips like that.
Yeah, in terms of writing, like even like a mini movie, like the setup where he gets to finally do his test and he gets to do it right on a different ship, and him and his dad talking about the rattlers in the stomach, and at the end closing with I think I got him now. Like all that stuff is great, and even like little bit of character growth. He's just like pretty much an oaf in like the first act of this, but then just through like the end of the second and the third, he's like kind of running the show with like running his tests, his experiment to get away. My negative is I don't really care for like the human empire type thing. Like all I can think is it's fucking Star Wars.
Yeah.
The Empire, they're even all black and shit like that. It's like, I want to see what it's like. Is it just the Star Wars type Empire, or the Empire and everyone else, or is there a whole bunch of different shit going on? Because this the old ugly thing said he like leads like 6 billion people or something. So so him talking about his backstory with his cousin. Like I wanted to see if that goes anywhere where they visit his planet and they fight.
I also don't understand why, like, we watch Star Trek, right, and their cuts to commercial are fine, and there's like dramatic music, leading into a fade out to black, but then you watch this that's made in 1999, it's like, did TV shows forget how to do like a good cut to commercial? Like, it's so unnatural, especially watching it on a streaming thing. I barely even notice it in Star Trek, the original series, but with this, it's like, and I've noticed it in other shows we've watched too, that's just like so unnatural. I don't know, it's just like a little pet peeve of mine of like, why is it so oddly cut, especially that one towards the end with just the freeze frame. It was just very weird, but that's just a little bit of a nitpick.
Yeah, also like weird inconsistencies with score. Like sometimes it's like Matrix, techno music, and then like other times it's like the same drum beats over and over for, I felt like it was like 10 minutes. I said, wow, they're really going hard with these drums, but it didn't feel like the drums were matching the tone. I'd have to rewatch, but it just felt very out of place.
And then the pilot, though, I love how it's like he's in his own area and he like never interacts with anybody on the ship, and he just shows up as a hologram, almost like he's just a part of the ship. I really liked that, and who knows, maybe that changes, but I'm glad that it wasn't like eventually they go talk to him. I hope the whole show, the pilot is just like in his own little place and never actually face-to-face interacts with anybody, because I think that's a little cool touch.
I'd totally be okay with that. I love that.
I do agree with you, though. Last thing, I do agree with the human empire thing. Kind of a missed opportunity. Like, you have the series where everyone's like this alien race, and then all the villains are just human looking. I don't know, kind of weird. But maybe that's for the best eventually for the show. I don't know.
I hope is that they accidentally go to another universe where it's NASA and we actually find out that the Prime universe in this one is actually also not the main universe. I don't know, something dumb.
He finally gets back to Earth at the end of the show, and he's like, wait, this isn't right. And it says NASA headquarters. This isn't my Earth.
Like the end of the shitty Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, that's the only change. It's NASA.
A bunch of like NASA police guards come out with their guns.
He's wearing a Lassa jacket. All right. Well, that's our thoughts on Farscape. Thanks for recommending this. I enjoyed it. Whether we just end up watching this on our own time or return to it in the future for the channel, that's going to depend on you guys. If you guys show interest in this, let us know. And if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe to the channel, become part of the target audience.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the target audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us and hopefully for you as well. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.